Hi, my name is Haley Smith. I'm from Gettysburg College. My first year seminar is homelessness in America with Professor Fee, and we just came to DC on Friday, Washington D.C. on Friday, and we are interacting with people who have been experiencing homelessness and have been learning about the causes and yeah. So today we had a presentation by Joshua Stewart, who is an alumnus from Gettysburg College. He graduated 2011, and his first job um, was he was policy director of the National Coalition for Homelessness Veterans. And now he's an advocacy manager at Fahi in Kentucky. And it's really interesting because he's kind of behind the scenes right now. Well, he's been, and as of right now, our freshman seminar is a lot, we're interacting a lot more with people who are experiencing homelessness. We talked a lot about veterans, and that was, I think, most of his main focus. And we talked about how a lot of it has to do with lower socio economic background, because a lot of people that go in the military are more lower class already, and they kind of use it as a way to get a job. And a lot of them, when they come back, a lot of them suffer PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress, and they don't get the resources they need to have housing and stuff like that. It was really interesting though, because we also learned about rural and urban homelessness, which we talked a lot about in my freshman seminar class. But it was really interesting because he talked about how the PID count is kind of impossible to do with rural areas because of the huge, because of how big the size is. And you can never, it's never, even like the estimate is not like accurate, because you most of the people are like couch surfing, and like it's just urban areas are a lot more denser. He also talked about how, which I found most interesting, was how he talked about how the socioeconomic structure of um, of this country is so messed up, because no matter what, even if we were able to fund all the people housing, every single person housing today, tomorrow we wouldn't, there be new people experiencing homelessness. And the main focus is that we need to restructure our whole economic standpoint for our country. And it was interesting because it tied together a lot with our class, and we went over a lot of the main things he talked about. But it was really interesting because he was focusing mainly on he is basically always behind the scenes, and he's the one that's basically like creating the funding and like advocating for like more laws to help people experiencing homelessness. So I thought that was very interesting. And yeah, so I thought this presentation was just very informative and shows how like you can have an impact on people on a personal level, but you can also make a huge impact on people behind the scenes, and maybe you won't get any recognition, but it definitely goes a long way.